Well, hello there. I just finished filming another video and I gotta take all this off anyway, so I figured that I might as well do my skincare routine with you guys and just I don't know, talk a bit about the products that I've really been enjoying right now. The weather's getting pretty cool because, you know, winter is upon us. Anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna head on into the bathroom and see about taking this off. First things first, if you hear any crinkling, it's because my camera is literally sitting on a package of Purex. It's the only thing that I could find that was big enough to hold my camera up. So if you hear any crinkling, that's the package that you guys are sitting on right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm just gonna be using the deep cleansing oil from Softymo. Gonna go in with this first to kind of just like melt everything. I'm gonna be following. Then I'm gonna be following that up with the simple moisturizing facial wash. Spoiler alert: I don't find this moisturizing in the least. But I have it, so I'm gonna use it. But it doesn't moisturize, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Don't normally use that much, but I got a lot of lip going on here right now, so. And there it goes. Magic. I find that like cleansing oils and balms, like there is no comparison. Micellar water and things like that are like a quick fix, but which is fine, I guess. Like I have micellar water, I use it, but I don't use it regularly. It's more for like if I screw up eyeliner, I can remove it and then redo it. You know, that's the kind of thing I use makeup wipes and micellar water for. But if I got like a full face of makeup on, I don't expect something like a micellar water to get my face properly clean. So that's where something like a cleansing oil or balm is really good, because especially if you wear waterproof makeup, even with a regular like foaming cleanser or something like that, there's no guarantee that that's gonna get all of your makeup off if it's like water resistant or waterproof. So cleansing oils or balms really do work the best for that. That really melting the crap out of everything. And then you can just rinse it away, which is what I'm going to do right now. There we go. Because I have dry skin and foam cleansers can feel a little bit drying sometimes for someone with dry skin. If I'm not wearing that much makeup at all, if I'm just wearing like a little bit of concealer, a little bit of eyeliner or something like that, if I'm not wearing a full face of makeup, I'll just stop at the oil cleansing, because that can do a good enough job for like extremely minimal makeup. At least that's what I found. Because I don't want to unnecessarily strip my skin, but because I was wearing more makeup than I usually do today, I am going to go ahead and use this guy. Just about that much. And rinse. So now that I'm properly cleansed and feeling a tad bit dry, I'm gonna start layering it on some stuff. But first, I'm going to exfoliate. It's very important that we don't forget exfoliation. Today I'm going to be using the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid and the Ordinary's Mandelic acid. Just gonna be mixing them together. Just like 3 drops of that and 1 pump of this. Exfoliating is a very important step, even for like skin in the winter, for dry skin. It's very important to keep your skin properly exfoliated. If you want your other products that you're going to be applying to be absorbed by your skin as efficiently as they possibly can be, usually I chemically exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. I do it right after I cleanse, and then I just kind of let it sit and soak in for a couple minutes before moving on to my next step, just to make sure that it kind of has a chance to fully absorb and kind of do its thing. Oh, there's Mr. Sun. Hello. So after that, if it's an exfoliation day, which today is, after I let that sit for a minute or two, then I can, then I go in with something a little more hydrating. It can either be a hydrating toner or an essence. They're interchangeable to me. Anything that I use will have some form of hydration or moisturization incorporated in it anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me if I use a essence or a toner. Like, personally, I don't think it makes much of a difference. There are, 2 or 3 that I've really been enjoying lately, and they are the Laneige Cream Skin Toner. Now this stuff is like, it's insane. I don't understand how. I just got like the little mini version. I don't understand how they get this stuff to do what it does, but it literally is a creamy toner. It's the weirdest thing. So I'm just going to there we go. There, it's like watery, and then when you start to rub it in, it has this really like creamy texture to it. It's the weirdest thing. But this product is like really good. I don't usually use Laneige products because I find the majority of them overly fragranced, and they're a little bit too expensive for me, most of them. But I heard that this one was unscented and it came in a little mini version, so I picked a couple of these up. I've really been enjoying this. Another one that I really like, and you can tell that I really like it because it's almost gone. This is the there we go. Now you can see it. This is the rice toner from I'm From. This is obviously also the little baby version, because the regular size, like the full size, is like, it's like $36 Canadian from YesStyle. So I got the little mini guy. I can't, that's a little too much for me for a toner. $36, come on. But I've really been liking this, so you just give it a quick shake. Let's put a drop on there. It's got a similar, it's similar in texture to the Laneige Cream Skin Toner. It doesn't feel quite as creamy when you start to spread it out, though. It is very hydrating, though. It's got a lot of that rice extract. It's extremely good for your skin. Typically, when I use this, I put, I use a generous amount. I spread it out over my skin, pat it in to absorb, and then I'll go in with a second layer. Usually just 2 is enough for me. Sometimes 3. It depends on what my skin needs that day. And the third one, which is what I'll be using today, it is the Purito Fermented Complex 94 Boosting Essence. This stuff's so good. It has, it's a very liquidy essence. It contains 94% fermented complex, and it has 3% niacinamide. So it's really good for hydrating, moisturizing, brightening. I really enjoy using fermented ingredients on my skin. I think they're really, really good at hydrating and moisturizing and just helping my skin, like, they're really good at helping my skin retain moisture, I feel. I purchased this because a while back, I was using the Misha First Treatment Essence, and that has fermented ingredients in it as well, and I really, really liked that one. I only had like the little trial size version of that one. You know, Purito tends to be a little more affordable than some other brands. This one might also have even been on sale because I'm a sucker for sales. So I got the full version. I don't even know how to describe this. So it's pretty watery, but it does have some viscosity to it. Like, it is thicker than water, obviously. It's a little bit thicker than that rice toner. And when you start to like pat it in, I don't know how to describe it, but my skin just feels it feels healthy. It feels healthy and hydrated in a way that a lot of other products can't accomplish. So I don't understand exactly. I know there's a lot of science behind fermented ingredients in skincare products. I'm not a skincare specialist. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm just a skincare enthusiast. I do a little bit of research and then put stuff on my face, and whatever works, and I keep buying it. But I really like fermented products on my face. I always try to incorporate them whenever possible. And I've heard that from a lot of other people as well. There are a lot of other YouTubers who swear by that Misha essence. I can't bring myself to spend that much money on the full size. I find that this product works just as well as that Misha one did. I just put a really thin layer on my face, and I don't know, my skin just feels bouncy. I don't know what exactly is doing that, but I ain't complaining. I wish I knew more about like the main ingredients in things and like how they work together in a formula to achieve the effect that they have on your skin. But I'm just a regular lady. So obviously this skincare kind of routine that I'm sharing with you is actually my nighttime routine. I don't apply nearly this many products. In the morning, I never exfoliate in the morning, it's always at night. But I prefer to film in the daytime, in the sunlight, so when it's not blinding me. So that's why I'm showing you my nighttime routine now. So there we have it. That's done. I love this stuff. I would recommend it to anyone who needs that extra, layer of hydration, and anyone who just wants that extra glow, like, do I look glowy to you? I feel glowy. So my foot's fallen asleep. I'm just gonna let this soak in my skin for a couple minutes while I wake my foot up. I'm back. I've been using these, the Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drops by Dear Klairs. It's got like a bluish tinge to it. It's got a blend of peptides, it's got blueberry extract, and something called guaiazoline. Guaiazoline, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I believe it's derived from chamomile. I have the Midnight Blue calming cream as well. I take like 4 drops of that, and I just like pat it onto my face. Sometimes I have a hyaluronic acid serum from Purito as well, and sometimes I will like mix 3 or 4 drops of this in with that serum and then just apply them both onto my skin at the same time. But this stuff, I don't know, it feels, it's kind of similar to what the Purito fermented essence feels like it does for my skin. It's kind of like, it has a little bit of a cooling feel to it when you're applying it. it kind of feels like it helps my skin retain moisture a little bit better. When I wake up in the morning, my skin feels a little bit less dry than it used to before I started using this. It could just be a coincidence. My skin feels adequately moisturized right now. And if this were my nighttime routine, I probably would stop here, at least for a while, because all of the products that I use are so hydrating and moisturizing. Sometimes I will stop at the serum stage and then just sort of like let my skin start to absorb the products that I've already applied and kind of like wait a little while and then reevaluate whether or not I even need a moisturizer. That's usually what I do when the weather's a little warmer, because it's hot out, it's more humid, the air is less dry, so I find that my skin needs less, especially because so many of the products that I use have hydrating and moisturizing qualities to them. Sometimes moisturizer isn't necessary at all, but because winter doth be upon us, I have been following up lately with a moisturizer, and there are a couple that I want to talk about. The first I actually forgot to grab. It's over there with my other skincare stuff. But it is the Cosrx Rice Overnight Mask. Two of these, actually, another one of the ones that I have here is a mask as well. For someone with a drier skin type like me, it's perfectly fine to use an overnight mask as just a nighttime moisturizer. So I really like the Cosrx Overnight Rice Mask. It's very moisturizing, obviously. It's fragrance free, which is something that I always kind of look for. I want to keep the perfumes and added fragrances in my products to a minimum. Everything that I've used today so far has been fragrance free, I think. The only thing that actually has fragrance is this guy. This is the Beauty of Joseon Overnight Mask. I forget the name. I'll put it somewhere. But I really, really like this. There were quite a few people who said that it was quite perfumey, and there is a scent to it. This is the only thing that I'm sharing today that actually has fragrance in it. It's kind of flowery. It is slightly synthetic, but I don't find and I'm sensitive to smells, but I don't find that this bothers me once it's applied to my face and it's had a few minutes to sort of, start to absorb and settle into my skin. I don't find that the smell of this bothers me at all. Also, it's gorgeous. I love the packaging. It's kind of like a frosted plastic container with like the beautiful script on the front there. This to me has a very similar, I'll try and show you here without it dripping out. It has a very similar, can you see that? How it's kind of like bouncy and jelly-like. It kind of has a very similar texture, not exactly the same, but very similar to the Dear Klairs Vitamin E Sleeping Mask. I think I'm saying that right. I also have that, again, over there. So yeah, it has like a similar sort of like really bouncy, almost jello-like texture. This one, if you dig your finger in there, it is a little more goopy. If you really dig your finger in there, it is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, what do people call that? Oobleck? When you mix cornstarch and water and you make that weird textured like slime stuff, that's what this feels like. Kinda. Anyway, so this is the one that I'm going to be using today. I'm just going to take whatever I scooped up on my finger there. I'm going to rub it between my fingertips and then just swoop it onto my face. Yeah, it does have it's got a perfume to it. I don't find that it lingers long though. But if you're sensitive to fragrance or you just like really don't like your skincare to smell like stuff, maybe skip this. It would be nice if they made a unscented version, but this is okay. This one hasn't, it's never bothered my skin. So I really, really like this. Beauty of Joseon, they are, like, it's Joseon Dynasty inspired skincare, so they have, like, all of their products are really aesthetically pleasing. They're always, they come in really cute packaging. I really like the kind of more traditional feel to it. A lot of their products do contain fragrance, so just so you know. And they formulate a lot of their products with like flower extracts and herbal extracts, like more traditional Korean skincare ingredients. I don't know, I just kind of really like the more traditional feel to it. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, the last product I kind of just want to share with you guys is the Snail Bee High Content Steam Cream. It contains snail secretion filtrate, which I personally really enjoy. It has bee venom. It's got some peptides, hyaluronic acid, and other botanical extracts. It's a very thick cream formula, and it's blended at a high temperature, and they use steam to maximize the moisturizing properties of the cream somehow. Yeah, it says here, the creamy formula blended at high temperature using steam method provides long-lasting moisture. This cream helps keep your skin moisturized and smooth. So they use steam to sort of help the formula retain more moisture. Anyway, I just, like, it's a really thick cream, so it's a really good, like, intensive overnight cream. I'll just squeeze a little bit onto my hand and show you. I really, really like this. Also unscented. I really like a lot of Benton products. It also is it's a little pricey though, for me personally. And a little goes a long way. Like I've had this tube for, I don't know, like almost a year. And I'm not even halfway through it. A little goes a very long way. That little bit that I put on my hand would probably be enough for my entire face. I don't need it right now though, because I'm looking dewy and moisturized and scrumptious. So yeah, that was a quick rundown of some of the skincare products that I've been enjoying this during the colder seasons. And they're all products that I personally would feel comfortable recommending to anyone if they did ask my opinion on skincare. Again, I'm not an expert, so I would just be recommending them based on my own personal experiences with the products. So that's it. I'm not going to be applying sunscreen right now because this is a nighttime routine. I almost forgot. Last step in my nighttime routine, lip balm. Good old lip smackers. Man, lip smackers, if you ever want to sponsor me. I'm ready. I'm waiting. I forgot for the longest time how good lip smackers are. I always used them as a kid, and for some reason in high school I just like phased out of it. I just stopped using it for some reason, and that continued throughout, my early adult years. I just recently purchased the a Star Wars collection of lip smackers, lip balm. Look at this. You see that? Are you in focus? Look at that. Look at it. It looks like Princess Leia. It's so cute. And this is in the flavor Rebel Chocolate. It smells like chocolate and caramel wax, or whatever the heck is in here. I read the ingredients of lip smackers, and the ingredients actually looked pretty good. There's like lanolin or castor oil or something. There's like a blend of oils in there that actually, like, I was very surprised. And you know, it adds like a little bit of shine to your lips. It's not sticky or anything, it's not thick. I love it. I'm not a fan of this flavor, but I'm gonna use it. I find that this actually moisturizes my lips pretty well, which, like, blew my mind. I bought these for nostalgia, and because I'm a Star Wars nerd, let me grab the collection for you. There we go. Look at them, they're so cute. There's a little R2-D2 guy and a C-3PO. That one looks like Darth Vader. Ah! I just bought these because I'm a Star Wars nerd, and I'm a sucker for lip balms. I didn't actually think that lip smackers would do much for, like, the moisture of my lips, but they actually work. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Just talk a few of the well, anyway, without further ado, I'm going to, ooh. Are you in focus? It Ow. The midnight blue, words.